The Irish War of Independence, also known as the Anglo-Irish War, was a significant conflict fought between the Irish Republican Army and the British government in Ireland from 1919 to 1921. The war began in 1919 when Irish nationalist leader, Michael Collins, launched a guerrilla warfare campaign against British rule in Ireland. Collins and his supporters were determined to achieve Irish independence and established the Irish Republican Army, IRA, to fight for their cause. One of the major catalysts for the conflict was the British government's failure to recognise Irish demands for self-determination. Irish nationalists had been pushing for greater autonomy for many years, but their efforts were repeatedly rebuffed by the British government. This led to a growing sense of frustration and anger among the Irish people, who felt that their voices were not being heard. The IRA's campaign was initially focused on attacking British military and police forces in Ireland. This led to a brutal and bloody conflict, with both sides engaging in acts of violence and reprisals against one another. The British government responded by sending additional troops to Ireland, which only escalated the violence. One of the most significant events of the conflict was the Solahay Ardbeg ambush in January 1919. This was the first major attack by the IRA on British forces, and it marked the beginning of a long and bitter struggle. The ambush resulted in the deaths of 2 Royal Irish Constabulary officers and 2 IRA members, and it set the tone for the violence that would follow. The turning point of the conflict came in 1921 when the British government agreed to enter into peace negotiations with Irish nationalists. The negotiations ultimately led to the signing of the Anglo-Irish Treaty, which established an independent Irish Free State. The treaty was controversial, however, and led to a split in the IRA between those who accepted the treaty and those who rejected it. The Irish War of Independence was a significant conflict that had far-reaching consequences for Irish history. The struggle for independence ultimately led to the establishment of an independent Irish state, and it remains an important event in the collective memory.